Then I imagined what he must feel like living all alone in the sea, different from all of the other sea creatures. How do you think the monster feels?
Scared.
Lonely, scared.
I think he thinks he's like, what if there's two? I think he's
Okay.
sad life.
I didn't see very many hands, and I heard a lot of talking. Savannah. Oh, he's getting attention? Okay. That's Sarah.
I think that he might not be lonely. I don't know what he feels, but I don't think he's lonely because there might be more out there.
Okay, we just don't know yet.
But he's just lonely when they see it.
Okay, continuing on. The fish and animals in the ocean were probably afraid of his huge size and his big nose and long swishing tail. And they probably didn't want to play with him. Maybe they whispered about how strange you looked. But the sea monster wanted a friend. Deep down, I understood exactly how the sea monster must feel. I began to write. I wrote page after page in the notebook the people had given to me. When I finished, it was almost midnight. I went to the porch. Everyone was still there laughing and talking, and some were dancing to the music on the radio. Children were asleep on their mother's and father's lap. Some of the bigger children were sprawled out on the blanket on the floor, and the merengue music was in the background, lullaby for them. When the people saw me, they got quiet. Someone turned off the radio. Some woke up the children on their laps. Poppy moved from his chair and put his arm around my shoulder. He led me to the front porch. Then everyone watched me and waited. I stood there trembling, holding that notebook with my story close to my heart. I knew right then that this was it. The whole world would find out about me. Okay, question. If you had a secret that you were passionate about the way Ana Rosa is passionate about poetry, think to yourself, how would you feel about going and opening up and telling your entire community about this like secret talent you have? When you have an answer, raise your hand. When you have
How would you feel?
Yeah, how would you feel? Shouldn't hear talking. Kaylee.
If I was on a roaster and I was sharing that, so in some parts I'd probably be nervous because people have always like made fun of her. But once she's done and if like people like it, then she might actually feel relieved. Now she doesn't, because it probably they're very good at always just keeping it in herself and like her poetry. And so it actually might feel good to share her poetry with her community.
Excellent response. Kaden, what do you have? What do you think?
I think I would be nervous at first, but when I get out there, I would be okay and I would be excited.
Okay. Excellent. Both excellent answers. Now let's think if your community reacted positively to you coming out and telling your secret talent. How would you feel when you have an answer? Raise your hand.
I would feel bad. Oh,
Brianna.
I would feel bad because when I do that, they recognize me and I really like if I get my game, you can recognize me.
Okay. Excellent. Alex, what would you like to add?
Same for, but maybe a little bit nervous because they're speaking about to 100 people.
Okay. What about, okay, another spin off to the question. What if the community members were negative towards it? When you have an answer, raise your hand. Addison.
I'd probably feel scared and stop writing because they could tell the president.
Okay, scared and stop writing. Sarah.
I would probably film that with my best work and or if it was and that's usually what I would write and that in my situations.
Then go get a lesson.
Yep. One more. Charlie.
Okay, I would feel proud no matter what because I worked hard on this.
That's a good positive attitude to have. But would you, deep down inside, would you still kind of feel like bad? Almost bad that you worked so hard and they didn't appreciate it? Yeah. Okay, we're going to keep reading. I stopped thinking. I just started to read. I did not look at anyone. Not Poppy or Mommy or Angela. I read and read until I turned the last page of the story. There, the other sea creatures invite the lonely sea monster to a big underwater fiesta, even though there is no one else like him around. And even though he is so big that he knocks over many of them with his big nose and tail. And the sea monster is so happy that he leaps out of the ocean, sending sparkling waves all around him in a giant ring of light. How does this paint a picture in your mind? What, when you have an answer, raise your hand. What are you envisioning through that kind of page? When you have an answer, hand up. Ella, what are you envisioning? What's going through your head?
Just the details that they did, like
They did a good job explaining it, didn't it? So what, were you playing a movie in your head? Yeah. Can you paint it? Can you kind of tell us what you were thinking?
okay, like singing sparkling rays all around, like when you see a fish jump out of the water, you can see like
Kind of the ripples, okay. Addison.
I imagine seeing an oversized catfish at a fiesta.
Okay, excellent. Xander.
A narwhal without a horn.
Okay, we're going to keep reading. I looked up and then I saw many things at once. I saw Poppy sitting on the edge of his chair, strange and silent. I saw Mommy with her hands folded and her head bowed as if praying. I saw the neighbors smiling and nodding their heads. Then I saw Guillermo, who must have walked up to the edge of the porch while I was reading. It was Guillermo's face I focused on. He was smiling. My big brother who worried about our future, my serious Guillermo who almost never smiled, suddenly let out a whoop and grabbed me up. He spun me around and around. Little sister, I'm buying you a new notepad every month, no matter what, he shouted. Oh, do you think Anna Rosa is going to be scared about writing anymore?
Yes.
When you have an answer?
Anna Rhoda?
Anna Rosa.
Anna Rhoda?
Because
Charlie. No, why? What tells you that she's probably not going to be scared anymore?
because
Anna Rhoda.
look, he thought his brothers were gonna say no and like not going like be okay with them. So
Savannah, you want to elaborate on that?
I feel like she'll still be a tiny bit scared because it's like the person who finds out that she's like
Okay, so maybe a little scared. Ella, anything?
well, I think the same as Charlie, but sometimes the